The Commission on College Basketball, headed by former Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice, released its report after it was formed by the NCAA 7 months ago following a federal corruption investigation into college basketball. Some of the major suggestions included, number one, the NBA eliminating its one-and-done rule. I find it funny, Amy, that the number one takeaway from this report is a rule for the NBA rather than anything to do with college.
Right, well, and the report also said that if the NBA disagrees and refuses to do that, they'll reconvene to come up with another solution. But we've already heard Adam Silver say that he wants to rework that as well. So I think this is a positive step in that direction.
Another one of their suggestions was banning cheating coaches for life. I mean, to me, punishing the coaches is better than punishing the players. However, it's very difficult because that is a huge thing to ban someone for life, and it's just more of the same to me to say something like that. It sounds strong, it sounds punitive, but it's very murky.
Yeah, I think that's really sticky because coaches commit violations all the time, and a lot of the time they actually don't know that that was a violation. There's whole departments of people that are supposed to help the school comply. Obviously, you want this rule to punish coaches that take advantage of the system and take advantage of kids. You get a slap on the wrist, you get suspended for 5 games. They don't take it seriously. So maybe the first offense is a smaller suspension, and then you ban someone for life.
Another topic they outlined was that players should maintain eligibility if undrafted. To me, this is probably the best one that they put in there because there's no reason if somebody wants to test the waters for the NBA draft to see where they're viewed professionally that they shouldn't then be able to go back to college if it doesn't pan out.
If we are for the players, to me, this is a no-brainer. I've been wanting to see something like this for years. I hate it when guys get bad advice and they come out too early and things don't go well for them and they ruin their career because they can't go back and finish their education. Especially when we underline the student word of the student athlete, then wouldn't it be great to give them a chance to come back to school and continue to be a student?
One final takeaway was that they will allow players, or they recommend allowing players to have access to certified agents at a certain time in high school and college.
I also really like this idea. I think just thinking about the AAU circuit and from covering that a little bit, it is sketch out there. There are sketchy people. There are third uncles and cousins coming out of the woodwork to be handlers and agents for these kids. And again, when you take away the opportunity for a kid to make their own decision, for a kid to be put in the best situation to succeed, I have a hard time with that, especially because these quote-unquote agents are not actually agents. And so I think giving some sort of certification and opening that door would be very helpful.
You want to give it some legitimacy.
Yes, that's the word I'm searching for.
Thing.
Yeah.